for the sake of clarity, let me at least ask him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you should be treated to quite a few episodes. I believe I uploaded about 4 of them to the channel. Uh, 2 were out today, if I remember correctly, 8 o'clock and 9. I don't think I shared them yet to my personal page. And 2 more should be releasing tomorrow. So y'all are going to be in for quite a treat. And based on what we spoke on the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Good night everyone. Hope everyone is all right and doing well. Uh, you know, of recent, I didn't really look into the whole news of late. I haven't been because watching news is very depressing for obvious reasons. But when some things are just so predictable, Bradshaw, that you just have no words. You're just numb to it all. Bradshaw?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
as I say, how something is just so predictable and
mm-hmm.
just so sad. You just, you just not even, you have no emotion to it. You just
You're
say,
numb. You're numb to it.
because I'm just here still just contemplating, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know other governments might try this shit, but I don't think there's any as brazen as the Jamaican government. So, for those of you who aren't aware, right? I mean, you must be under a rock in Jamaica to not realize. Recently, the bill was passed for wage increases for the different sectors of the country. And apparently, someone smart enough decided, hey, we want the government to have a 250% wage increase. Why? How? No one knows. Where does this money come from? Illegal means? I don't know. Probably they take the money from the beryllium truck and want to get robbed. We you don't know. But it's just so unsurprising of a decision to me.
It doesn't really surprise me per se because I've been seeing this for some time now. Every time something like this happens, and again, people go and say, "Oh, the government, the government, the government." Remember that conversation with me, you, and my boy?
Yeah, yeah. I remember, and I was going to get to that. I was going to
Yeah,
get to that. But when I look on it,
mm-hmm.
I say, yo, yes, the people have caused it, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
you know how immoral you have to be to make that decision against your own country.
Not
I
quite.
mean,
Not quite. And even though I'm not defending the BS that he has done or the government because people feel for understand this. It doesn't take one ruling government to pass this bill. The opposition, aka the other side of the aisle, also voted for this. So people try to understand this. Don't blame the jail people. Blame the parliamentarians. It's not a JLP thing. Yes, he may have been the one who did push for this, pay hike and all that, but they had to agree to it, people. Try if you understand that at all time. They had to agree to this hike. They had to vote on it. Try to get that thrown ahead. So this is not a PMP or a JLP. And the parliamentarian and people who quote unquote really believe have the best interest at heart. And them are screwing on at the end, but yeah, continue, doctor. I just wanted clarification because I don't want nobody, oh, the JLP or the P. No, they both voted for
but
this.
the thing is, I'm not here to blame the JLP or the PNP. I'm here to blame the whole country, myself included, because we are part of the problem. Because how, in God's name, does one government decide after after a COVID outbreak that is still affecting this country, right? after we're so-called independent from the British monarchy. We're going to give these assholes who don't do anything for how long then now? Stay in power for again, Ratcha, 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
We're going to give these assholes who stood in power for 4 years doing jack of all trades a 250% wage increase. Yet still, teachers are still underpaid. The nurses who were saving people's lives and continuously being overworked are underpaid. And as much as I despise these assholes, the police are underpaid. Three factions, three of the most important factions in a Jamaican society. But yet still, we have time to get politicians of all things. 250% wage increase. Interesting. Very interesting stuff.
I'll say this. This does not surprise me, people. Try to understand this. The teachers, from as long as I've known myself, right? From I've known myself, say from primary school, I've always heard the teachers, them a complain about their money. The teachers, them a bit, I get freeze up here. Nothing now going to the private sector for the public sector. You understand me? So again, this is nothing new to me. And this shouldn't be anything new to you either. Because when push comes shove, there's so many different situations where the government did absolutely nothing. And then they just toss a word salad at you. A bunch of words that formulate to absolutely nothing. But it's because most people don't read and don't have a spirit of discernment. It sounds like he or she said some ish when they really did not.
Yep.
I listen to one of them. I defend the pay increase. And I start shout at the phone. I literally find myself screaming at the phone because it's like, oh my God, a damn little clown here we're having a parliament. This is the man who I defend what the Prime Minister done. And nothing out of his mouth consolidate anything what the man makes sense to do. Nothing out of his mouth made sense. And I'm sitting there listening to this grown man make this ridiculous word salad. And I'm like, what the did I just listen to? Not a word of sense come out of this man's mouth. And this man is a minister? So again, don't get it twisted, people. Don't get it twisted. I am pro people. I am pro Jamaica. But I'm also not a goddamn clown who gonna sit back and believe, say, I have to do a vote for them and eventually them will do the right thing. That childish approach to life is what them use and hold on in the position where them have most Jamaican in. Because most of them know say, oh no, waiting for this savior. Oh no, wait for them for savior. That piss me off about Jamaican people. This waiting for them to do the right thing by us mentality. And the same mentality the Black American them have up here. Waiting them for do the right thing by us. Then Jamaicans protest for a few days. And we're going straight back at square one like nothing ever just happened. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a real, to me, one of the main problems. And for those who do speak the truth or speak up, they're not going nowhere. The system designed to keep you stupid. When people like me and this gentleman speak, or any people like us who bring this conversation to, to the light, there's always the comment section, somebody in the comment section or somebody just fit contrarians, all they're good for is to be on the other side of the conversation. So like everybody here is in agreement, say the government full of crap for what them do. And there's no true good justification for all of this raising of money where them don't deserve. We have teachers, civil servants, and a lot of other people, hospitals that need infrastructural change and all this. But government have enough time to raise their money. And everybody gonna sit back and make them get on with it. Because they know this is a waiting game. Because none of them not gonna stand up on nothing more than your cost for today, your cost for a week and a half, and 3 weeks now catching our protest. And that's it. And I tell you, Jamaicans understood the power them truly have. Imagine you protest here like go 2 months straight. The government is forced to do something about it. Boycott things. The government is forced to do something about it. But if all I could do is wait until you calm down, or like a child throwing a temper tantrum, all you have to do is just wait them out. They will calm down. When them calm down, it's business as usual. You know? He or she not gonna argue with you after a while because what? This this innate desire for everybody care about you. You want everybody to like your mindset. I thought kill most Jamaican. Black people in general, I'm sorry. I've been just trying to keep this island issue, but you want the people who don't like you to like you. Why? Why, Sway? Why? Why do you need that so bad? Again, I digress. But yeah. That's it.
I mean, I don't really have nothing to say to that. And I just wanted to, make it aware that, yes, we do are aware of the bullshit, but, I am not going to waste my breath because one man talking about this or two men talking about it doesn't change the fact that nothing will change.
And the funny thing is, I'm a strong believer in change. Like, I'm not saying that just to be on the other side of the argument, but I mean,
No,
you've all heard me disclose this like time and time again. I've never been the type to sit back and say, "Well, that's just life." You're like, "Oh my, but what can you do?" I say, "I'm doing something about it right now. I'm talking about the unjust and the hypocrisy where the people of Jamaica and a lot of the people who put in power are enacting on its people. Tell you this much. It's kind of fuck up for now. So you have people out there that rather see you fail than see you strive. And I ask why. Most people can't get a straight answer. I know why. It's ego. It's your ego when you don't want to ask a question. It's your ego when you're afraid to ask for correction. It's your ego when you feel like say if a man say nothing to you, that mean him better than me. And them things, them limiting things we hold on to in our subconscious and believe say, oh, if me just go on like me not hear him, everything will work out. But it doesn't work that way. People are well aware, so it don't work that way. You say you can't hide from man, but you can't hide from God. And I feel that's also one of the many things about our society. The shedding of Jamaica's morality to turn into a mini America. It's kind of getting more prevalent every day. You understand me? And I sent a video in our group explaining how many years it would take if, and this people need to be aware of. It took the West 50 years to recondition the mind of both men and women. It will take at least 20 years, 20 years of re-editing and reprogramming of the mind of men and women before we can get to a place where we can say, well, man behave a certain way, woman behave a certain way. Yes, Yes, we can start, act like adults nowadays. It's not that way no more. People don't like it, but I truth. I say the moment morality went through the window, to me, at that society really started to go downhill. They remove God out of the church. I know again, controversial topic, but let's be fair here. When church used to shame people, the fear of being called certain things, not being acknowledged, should pretty much shame that run out of the church. I miss those days. People like, I say, well, tell me and another parent were shooting the breeze, and men him start talking, and I'm like, yo, so I appreciate all the things that as a Caribbean man growing up, I grew up from Jamaica till now. There's a lot of things that I can appreciate that some people don't put my funny for. Myself, for example, all them beatings I'm used to get, that was one of the good ones. But the point I'm saying, oh, this gentle parenting phenomenon is really annoying. I'm not saying it's supposed to kill the child with beating, but God, capital punishment, them call it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it needs to be applied every now and again, like an ointment. It's only when the rash start get yourself trouble, you apply the ointment, and you say everything that's calm down and cool. Sure, the rash never want act up no more. I believe the same thing applies, just this super gentle approach it's what's causing all these mass shooters now, and people can't talk to people no more, and people are terrified of how people are gonna react, and there's no consequence for me mounting off at people. What I think normally is going to happen? Something terrible. Normally, I'm just saying.
There must be a balance.
Has to be.
If you, I am not an advocate for beating children, because honestly, that shit, some of that shit traumatized me. Nah, lie. Nah, pretend like say it never traumatized me.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one thing I know teaching fit taught me, apart from not speaking out of turn, like saying on a damn sense, is that you learn to pick your battles wisely.
Yeah.
Like even if you know deep down say your parents is wrong about certain things, you
Yeah.
learn patience. You learn your
Mm-hmm.
timing of when to enter conversations. I agree. Yes. So you see this whole public beating, embarrassing bullshit. I'm completely against it because I refuse to believe that if my child is doing something wrong, the first thing that comes to my mind, let me hit him in front of his friends. That will send a good message that I'm doing a good job. As far as I'm concerned, if the child fears you, you have a problem. I'm not talking fear in the wait. Is there a good kind of fear?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose there is. I'm not talking the fear in the comical way where you're afraid to get beaten, so you're not gonna do it again. But not the kind of fear where child doesn't open up to you, doesn't talk to you about certain things, even when it's clearly bothering them. Who do you think causes that, bro? People in this day and age, it's a public embarrassment. It's bullshit. It's absolute crap. Being publicly embarrassed is not a good feeling. And honestly, when people lash out after public embarrassment, sometimes I don't really blame them. That's why all these pranksters who are getting shot these days, I just drink my water and just say, well, fuck around and you find out, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, me
Mm-hmm.
candidate full up my cart of groceries and this asshole come around. Oh, it's a prank, bro, it's a prank.
Yeah.
What else is going to be a prank? What else is going to be a prank? When you're underneath the grave 6 feet under your parents and morning, oh, that's going to be a lovely prank for them here.
Oh, bro, you took it too personal. It's just a prank, yo. I can't believe it. Why you being so violent? I didn't see. What did you do to deserve? What did he do? What did he? I'm like, not have any home training. That's a start. Not know when fucking done because some of them pranksters walk down the people. You understand me? So again, I have no leniency for grown ass men and pitney behaving like their children on road because what? Life don't care. Life don't feel sorry for you when it goes wrong. It really does not. It really does not fucking care to be honest with you. I'm saying I'm not against anything or anybody as relates. You understand me? But I'm sick and tired of most people just sitting there, just looking around, confused, waiting for somebody to swoop down from the heavens or a parliamentarian to get up on there and say, you know what? I feel like the government has been cheating people. XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. And start call people and have receipts. I say, if that could ever happen, we all know that parliamentarian would have dead, right? First one. We all know it, he or she would die. And the information would fall on deaf ears because somebody else, the PR team, will come and try to say, oh, that's not real. Oh, that was never real. Yeah. We were just having some fun, and I think she took it too far. What? Oh no. Nothing of the sort. Oh, you really believe that? And most Jamaicans will fall right back into the trap, thinking that these people are capable of not doing evil, and that me hate the most because the sincere mindset is that jacket suit and tie means good people.
I mean,
and dirt and I think for them clothes.
As human beings, we are our true worst enemy more because we say we enjoy fictional media so much, right? But yet still, fictional media has happened in the real world so many times, and yet still we have turned a blind. That shit just pisses me off, Because it crossed to me in the first Matrix movie. I'm not kind of after it, but it falls into what we're talking about, right? The Morpheus reveals, say, yo, you've been living in a dream world, you get me? I'm gonna explain, say, yo, you've been born into bondage and all that nonsense. Cool? The information is being controlled by the government. They are controlling what you see and what you don't see.
What you hear and what you don't hear.
Where does that leave us? Batman, is it just a coincidence, say, yo, these beryllium trucks, and as unfortunate as it is for some of the security guard, is it really such a coincidence, say, yo, them truck they just start getting robbed? Like one day the man they just get up and say, oh, I was gonna rob some truck. And not just any truck. Man them who have been at the armored truck them. I mean, they're not really armored as I'm a guardsman, but you get my point, right? Then on top of it too, wage increase for them. Like, I mean, the very shit that these movies keep on telling us happens in those fictional worlds are happening in our real life, and yet still everybody I walk around and say them not damn sense.
They can't wait, yes, no. I believe one of the main problem is lack of accountability on the people's part. Over reliance on people to the point where people can't tell me anything. I would just believe it because, well, we rely upon them too much.
And yet still, we are the same ones who are going to talk about how we don't trust people. What the fuck do you trust the government to be truthful to you? Bro, I don't trust the people at my workplace enough for that shit. And they pay me, but I don't trust them. Yeah, I want them to do the right thing, but at the same time, I don't trust them to do it. Like in the back of my mind, if them screw me over, I have leverage. If I say, yo, you screwed me over. And there's nothing wrong with a survivor's mentality in this life. Nothing at all. That's why this day and anyone who thinks, how could you think like that? What do you mean how? You have men who were at the top of their game in the days from the NBA, broke as fuck now because they never have nobody to guide them how to actually invest their money. Man now who are make them woman and wear the pants in their relationship. I talk about they're doing this 50-50 bullshit. I mean, no sense. 50-50 is okay if that is what you can manage. But yes, if you're the one them who allow women to take full control of everything, she have control of the credit card, she have control of the bank accounts, everything for the kids that she starts on. So what the fuck you did it for? You just a walking ATM machine? Really? You just a walking card, you just give her a dick every now and then and you walk down by your business, you feel accomplished, you're a man of the house, right? Bro, yo, sometimes when we hear certain things, we just have to just look for the person where it come from and we say, huh, interesting. Because you sang a different tune last week. So what's with the sudden change? And you ask these people, you try to get a good gauge on what type of person they be. And then you realize, them are trying to get back them youth. Yeah, them realize that them fucked up. And let this be a lesson to all of you people who are still 19 going on 25 to 27, 28, 29, 30. Do not sacrifice your youthfulness for anyone because you're not get it back. Want to travel the world? You do that shit. Want to go kayaking? Jump off a skyscraper and glide with the wind? You do that shit. Because I guarantee you, try that shit when you're 40 and 50 and those bones in like one time. It's going to be a permanent accident. You might never live to use that insurance money again. I guarantee that shit. Life and fate has a funny way of fucking around with human beings. It's not the same for animals who get back in the future. Oh no, humans are so lucky.
Well, people, I know this is cliche, but read. Read with understanding. Read for understanding. And start taking part, an active part, the running of your country. Stop listening better and say politician when the road them and the place look away. Go to the mayor's office. Press she or he for changes. Parliamentarian, some of our responsibility too. But you can't really stop them. You're appointed, how you vote for them. The appointed mayor, and you vote for the councillors. No knowledge. Oh my God. I won. Go ahead.
People being afraid to read is probably one of the biggest crimes against humanity itself. I mean, it does depend on what you're reading, but at the same
Mhm,
time, really shouldn't, because
mhm,
whether it's business, art,
mhm,
agriculture, fantasy, if you're reading each day, that means you're learning something.
mhm,
But I mean, let's take for instance the company I work for. I do troubleshooting for internet. I'm no
mhm,
genius on technology, but I would be extremely entitled to think that
mhm,
my technology should work 24/7 with no problem. I've had this laptop for about what, 6 years now? Shit pisses me off every time. I have one application home, fucking something now load. I start get frustrated and just walk in front of it.
mhm,
Other days, runs like a charm.
mhm,
But when I see my internet gone, what I do? Sleep, read, anything else. If I
wow,
confine myself to thinking that
mhm,
I must be solely focused on one thing and one thing only,
mhm,
what, aren't I making myself a slave to that very thing? Like, I
mhm,
want to understand something. Being a slave is one of the worst things you can ever hear someone call you.
mhm,
And this isn't a pot shot at our ancestors. Let them rest in peace for once, for God's sakes. Cool. If you are a slave to your
mhm,
own technological device, which was built by man, if you
mhm,
are so fixed that
mhm,
you can't see past that to do anything else, look, I get it, you know. People work from home, need them internet to do them job pay bills, yada yada yada. So as I'm
mhm,
concerned, work from home should get cut out as soon as COVID decided to disappear, in my own opinion.
mhm.
That's just me. But the fact that in this day and age, still you have people ask about I paid my bill. Like, what the hell does that have to do with anything?
Exactly.
You could have paid your bill yesterday. One car can stop you 5 seconds after you leave out the store. Huh?
Mhm. And you will die
Like,
too.
like, bro, like sometimes you see, but then I have to remember common
Mhm.
sense isn't so common
Ain't all
when it comes to
common.
most
Common sense
because
ain't all that common anymore.
all
I'm
they're
not
saying
listening to
is,
that
oh,
every day.
my hard-earned money is being wasted. But at the same time, you leave,
Mhm.
you come right back because you realize the company you're gone to is much worse.
Mhm.
So a
Well,
revolving cycle of nonsense, if you get my drift.
mhm. Well, I have a theory. You know, I mean, it's probably been proven already, but I don't care. I honestly believe that people don't like easy, or not easy. I don't think people like. I wouldn't say work. I don't think people like positive instructions. I don't think so. Hear me out.
You're right.
There's a whole demography of people out there that are banking on everybody who's smart to get stupid. Because then once them realize that's not going to happen, them go after your intelligence. Them go after your common sense. Once them can beat you. Because maybe honest with you, the other day I was in the line waiting to get through, right? This Jamaican lady who, I'm not trying to be classist. Let's say she's a privileged, high-tone Jamaican, right?
Mhm.
Don't want to migrate to the States in the 70s. Men are a reason. I explained to her, I said, yo, No matter what you do, you see, as long as black people are waiting upon somebody to do the work for them or apologize to them, they'll forever be under somebody's thumb. May I ask a question to her? Me say, where have you ever heard of an oppressor giving his oppressed the secrets to become successful? Most people don't look on it that way. It's scary because there's a lot of people out there that want parliamentarian to behave like them and them are the same thing. And again, I keep telling people, say, oh, stop with the whole entertainment instead of wanting an actual government. That I kill Jamaica too. We as a people want to be entertained more than governed correctly. Some people will say, oh, you can't say that, you can't say that. You're not speaking for everybody. I say, well, I'm not speaking for everybody, I agree. But where are the articles? Where are the blogs? Where are the posts them? We are push the right message nowadays. Most blogs and posts nowadays are mixed up and sus and blem. Ray. People, I'm gonna say, not what I say, no. I'm not saying nothing wrong with being entertained, enough. But there's a balance.
There is a time and a place,
as well. Yeah.
everything.
But time and place, everything, but Rasta, you can't go through your whole life. Want to be entertained the whole way through Rasta. Nothing go so. Nothing fucking go so. I mean, you can't fight with any man who says otherwise. Nothing don't go so. It's a terrible way to look upon life. Your instant gratification mindset that will breed you. And I mean that. When they can't say pass, 2-3 weeks without no pay for work towards a greater good. You don't see that. You don't see that. You see doctor get up every morning with a look on him face of hatred and despise him work. But he still goes. You hear doctor because doctor have more courage to do what you won't do or have not done. That's type work.
And I was saying the same thing today. So a bunch of new hires are coming, right? Them just come up. I think them they on the phone for about half an hour to an hour tops. And I hear them a complain about how the customers are so disgusting, blah blah blah, and all that nonsense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was at the supervisor's desk because all the other stations were taking them. So we did the right which part, the little glass there where we have the high chair. I just take out my headset and just ask the young lady, I say, what the hell did you expect? You expect them to go greet you nicer just because you have a nice voice? Or that you sound sexy on the phone? Huh? You think these people give a shit who you are? You could be the king of the world. They won't tell you if it's okay, mother. How much time then people are telling me for fuck off about oh, that's when it's going to be fixed. How dare you? Who do you think you are? But you can't take it personal because it's the same shit we do out there. So, want a man. Gotcha. Remember when I worked for a woman, the week when we could do the podcast in a Bradshaw. And this brother called our line. Keep in mind, she only works with business. She's a business rep. She only works with business customers. This brother is a residential. Man, up on the phone, bag of suck your mother and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So me now, over here, me over here, this, me start get dark. I say, say if that brother has tell me mother for suck her mother one more time, I go come and take the headphone from her. But she tell me to calm down. I say, cool. Your call, your work. Left it alone. You go handle it. But me just show no people, right? You are in an environment where you're giving service to people. So if it now work, and these are white folks, not black folk, and I you know, let me say this. I guarantee if we were speaking to black people, it would have much worse. Far worse.
Kind of heartbreaking, but kind of understand what you're saying.
It is heartbreaking, but it adjusts the facts because while white people have little patience, black people they're trying to insult your intelligence and tell you what you are not doing right for it to work. And I think what me kind of get from conversations, even though it's predominantly white folks I deal with, because I've listened to some people I deal with flow technicians out there, so trust me, brother, I know nothing pretty. Man, them go outside to check the man, them, brother. Check the man, them life to bombard. The technician, the contractor, they were gone out at the road to go fix this. The man, them check the man, they like, about oh, why this now? I say, yo, bad man, me understand, say, yo, the man, them lack of this guy sometimes, but goddamn, brother. People come talk about them don't like this. So why you interview for the job for them? Why you even stay? You hate the work, but you still come every day. You know why? Because you don't have nothing else to pay your bills. That's why. It's that simple. ZD, get up, angry, put on a bright smile on the face, go to the people in KFC, Burger King, or wherever, deal with the shit, come back home, live to see another day. What this bullshit, man. What I hate my work. It's so strenuous. Everybody hates their job at some point. That's sakes. Hell, I do full-time chat and sometimes when I fully explain something to some people, they literally copy and paste and don't let them ask the same question again. I mean, sometimes more fling my money to them, but then I just copy and paste my response, post it back, and hope so them just come off of my chat. It's that simple. Plus, I have my headphones, listen to my music, go about my day. But one thing I can't take, brother, and when the new hire them, I ask me this bag of question. I just turn up my headphone and ignore them. There's a reason why I reject being a supervisor. That is one of them. You know, I didn't realize how short our episodes were last week. Two videos and were only about half an hour. Is that right, Jack?
Yeah, well, I was saying that, yes. I agree with it because a lot of people feel open and pray for. Give me a second. There's a lot of people out there that are hoping and praying for change. Gentlemen, stop with. Stop with and do. Stop with and do. Do something. Stop waiting. Don't support you. Wait to get this. Wait for it to get wait. I don't know what to do. You have a whole like an atmosphere, stratosphere of people that just get up every day and just expect stuff for you to for hard. Doctor, enough hard, just easy. We are talking about work. We are talking about work, doctor. Limbo work, from limbo work. Man, I don't put that dog. So, no. I'm gonna be honest with you, it shouldn't shock or surprise people, to be honest with you. It really shouldn't. They should have been so natural and normal for people that when this conversation comes up, it should be go, oh, okay. I don't blame the politicians. I don't. I do and I don't. But if I blame the people in first. Oh, they don't know no better. They don't know lie. I take that. I
That's
don't
one of the weakest ass arguments you could
want
ever
to
bring,
say
but you don't know no better. So you mean
that
to tell me, sir, from 19 whole long till now,
after
people
anybody bring argument to you, run them. I'm a
run,
mean to the
run.
few
Me not even go entertain the argument because I just look on it and I say, Jamaican people have been making the same mistake for the last 50
60
years.
at the end. I'm not 50 yard, but man, it feel like a 60 yard. Oh my
Well,
God.
well,
Mm.
you're right, 60 because 60 was when we claimed our independence.
Yeah. People.
Jamaica has been doing the same bullshit. Yo, as the man said, the definition of insanity is doing something over and over in the same exact way and expecting a different result. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
We've been about this whole positivity thing to find solutions. So let us put our 2 cents as to what I think should have happened, even though it won't. The separation of parties is complete bullshit. And I say this for every government. Because while I understand there needs to be different ideals, how different is it when they spoke the same bullshit? Only one side sounds a little bit intellectual while the other side sounds dunce. It's kind of just like the American government, where there are two sides of the same kind fighting for the same bullshit.
Yes, it is.
So, in my opinion, there should have been no separation of the parties, even though that was way before we did even born. Parties, in my opinion, should be conjoined. And you ever know the main reason why Jamaica is still in the state where it is? Ego, greed. My next one. I believe there is a third term that we in this country have. Can't remember which. But let's focus upon them two, right? Start making a little money. You don't invest that shit back into this country. We want more of it for ourselves. And I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Money is, well, it's not the root of all evil, but it is a root to evil itself. Start make a little money, you want to make more it until you make that be your living ambition. That is your sole goal in life. And nothing wrong with that.
True.
Make your money. But when you are going to make the money off the back of hardworking people and undermine their efforts, and then come on TV and spout a bunch of bullshit about we're working to discover the new whatever it is to reach to the moon. Like, yeah, the first 10 man will read that I got talk about, oh, that's brilliant. But the one man in the back I got know say, oh, that's complete shit. Because at the same time, you're keeping us ostracized continuously. You're trying to divide the society to choose between one party and the next. Because Jamaicans don't read, they don't
Yep.
even realize them have a brainwash.
Yep. And I say that very openly and very, very heavy heartedly because the more you read people, the more you actually absorb it. And I know it's going to be hard, especially in a system where people are telling you, say, the nerd are this and that, and all manner derogatory, feedback for a man want to educate himself. But it's all idiot, if I know myself, it's all idiot always call bright people dunce or stupid or sitting wrong with them. It's normally idiots say that. It's not normally the educated to make that comment there. Take that into consideration. The next time you hear somebody I tell you, say, I fuck with that, I fuck with that, I fuck with that. Ask yourself this question. Have you ever seen that man take up a book? Have you ever seen that girl talk anything outside of sus, drama, money, and fuck? These are the kind of questions you pay attention to before you make people influence the way you think. Believe me, they all tried this crap with me before. But some people just never conscious of the fuckery that was happening before. Some are, some aren't. And they're aware of that. They're not dumb. They know. They know that there's a lot of y'all out there who once in a year so have to do some work, who not gonna run away, who don't want to do the work. They're not dumb. They know. So how do you keep a purposely ignorant society? Give them the shit them what them like. The things them that will make them forget, say, you know, we are thief your money and interest, and I give it to a different set of people. Well, you're not supposed to complain because, you know, you're diehard, whatever, you're diehard, whatever. People, open to realize this shit. There is no such thing as diehard anything in Jamaica. That financial stimulus buff, the one of the parliamentarian them get, I said this earlier in the podcast. I'm not sure if I said it while we were recording or we just started, but I'll say it again. They do it because they can. They do it because they know, they understand how the Jamaican people operate. They do it because they know it's a matter of weeks. This conversation will die because I remember at one point, 1 year when they was talking about the ministers, them, all of them want Pajero, all of them in a big van, and them say, well, a Toyota Yaris couldn't work. First of us hear somebody in the media press him and well, man says so on there. Toyota Yaris isn't you know durable. Is the why them need a Pajero? How much millions of Jamaican, and again, it was uproar, lasted for less than a week. Just like that, everything else continued like nothing didn't happen. Jamaicans need to understand, so when you put on a foot down, you have to mean it. You don't have to mean it, it's not going to go no goddamn weird. But, you know, me saying this shit is just me. I go on like me smarter. You all know the fucker I've heard. You have people intimidated by me because I know what to say and what not to say. People, having sense is a hard burden, yeah? This is not for the weak of mind and weak of heart when they hear this podcast. And yes, I do say some hysterical shit and the way how I structure the words, I mean, you know, entertaining, but apart from the entertainment aspect of this, think of the message more. Nothing here being said is to manipulate or for wrong anybody. It's to make people think for fucking once. Think. Fucking tell. Use your fucking brains. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm not barking and cussing and bitching, not gonna change nothing. What for crying out loud, fam? We talk to you in a soft, we talk to you in a rat, right? So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I mean, and I'm not giving up, I'm not throwing in the towel, but I know this shit, and again, I heard something, doctor, like I said, again, like I said earlier in the podcast, in the 90s till now, has accumulated roughly 50 years. From the 90s till now, given the hallmark or the timestamp, it's been almost 50 years of conditioning and reconditioning of the human brain has happened. And the society is so bad right now that even when, listen to me now, even if, and this is how bad really society has gotten, even if the message said today over 3-4 million black people start double down upon this message to fix the community, fix their families, you know, fix. the Black Empire. You're looking at least 20 years of having that message on repeat. So people, believe it or not, these podcasters do help. Unfortunately, it will miss probably one or probably two generations, but the third generation will get it. And if you're an active parent and know what you're talking about, you can help your own them understand it. Not saying everybody in this generation, the next two generation, the one before or after. I'm not saying they're completely lost, but it's an uphill fight that other part no son no get. So although we are doing all these podcasts, they have meaning because again, this is based on science. So if y'all want to run off on a stinking blood clam out, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset because you have a subsection of people who have nothing but contrary shit to say. Or when you ask them for any form of fucking evidence, well, the statistics. Here's a fucking statistics, god damn it. You understand me? It's going to take 20 years of this kind of content and people talking up in the West for this shit change. At least 20 years. We're trying to undo 50 years of brainwashing and mental and social, Darwinism and social deterioration. Crying out loud, people. I'm sick and tired of going on Instagram and seeing nothing but ass and titties. Don't get it twisted. I'm a man. I like to see that shit, but everybody sway. I sad because majority of the women them who me see a muggle ass and titties have my reflection, so it does hurt me. I'm not saying this is my woman or my daughter. I'm gonna try to control nobody. Fine, I get that part. But as a member of the black race, a man who actually love his black woman, and yes, I genuinely love black woman. I'm not see myself a married any other race, but a black woman. Now, some wouldn't have fun with that other race, but for married and have kids with, hell no. No, then I'm gonna join the one there. I wish people was thinking along these lines, but because social, I'm telling man, right now Jamaica is facing the same problem as America. There's a morality deficiency. There's a morality deficiency in Jamaica right now. Most Jamaicans don't even understand their own morality no more. Most of them don't understand their morality. That is heartbreaking, real talk. Morals have left the building, people. Morals have left the building. And what left behind is what right now Jamaica having a problem with. Yeah? When a man can find it easy. Eh?
I'm gonna say if you kind of just add like a little clarity to yourself. Russia is saying that a black man can't marry outside of the black race, but the quantity shouldn't be overflowing the amount of black marriages that we want to see. And I'll say this, as I've said on the podcast before, I'm not picky with the type of woman that I want. I don't think my preferences have changed much over the last 10 years. I mean, I've generally always been attracted to older women. I think that's an innate trait for men. But once I'm respected and we can actually talk like two adults, like everything else follows for me. But I don't understand where you come from in terms of the black race being marginalized by less black marriages. And that comes from this circle of hatred that black people have for one another. And it needs to end. How does it end? Well, simple. You fucking talk to each other. Be adults.
Thank you. Oh my God, I thought you were going to get it wrong for yourself. Continue.
No, I mean it's one of the simplest things, and we make it seem so hard. I mean,
understand me. Oh my God. Hello,
Like,
understand this,
yo,
doctor.
like you people realize how many marriages could be saved by just talking? Like,
Communication. Oh
like,
my God.
like, like, listen to me. I understand that you women have it rough. Like, understand say yo, period cramps, pregnancy, and all that shit. It I understand all of that. But you know what I won't forgive is pretending as if that all instigates to you saying all this shit to men and then thinking, oh, that shit should just blow over. If there's one thing I know about life, your words sting more than any actions. And for the men, you're the same one who preaches you don't like these bitches. Yet still, I'm pretty sure if a fat ass ran past you right now, you're following it to wherever it goes. To
Mm.
stop pretending as if we don't. Listen to me. I like a fat ass as much as the next person. But there's a difference between me acting on my urges and me just watching it. And I can say this without a fact. There's a lot of fat ass women that go to my workplace. Many of them, whether they're
Mm.
married or not. And I'm gonna tell one broad into her face, say, yo, I said, good morning. You're looking very scrumptious today. And she look at me and laugh and say, I have no manners. I'm gonna say, well, if the price for having no manners is seeing that ass bounce the way it bounces, it's a good
Uh,
price to pay.
Pie, pie. Yo, salute to Pig. Yo, salute to Dr. Pimpin. Dr. Pimpin. Pay respect to Dr. Pimpin. I'm just saying. Continue. Yo, I
No,
respect your gangster. I respect your gangster, my boy. I respect your gangster.
no, manners, bro. But you know, yo, you see, for one thing I've learned as a man, especially as a black man, we play upon urges way too often. Like, goddamn. Like, as soon as you see something, your dick get hard. Huh? What? No self control? Nothing. But man, I have seen some of the most beautiful women. But they in a class with some of them.
Mhm.
And not once have I ever thought, what I really are. Like I might pretend offhandedly like say your mother do it, but I won't actually do it because I
Well,
know the consequences of it, because I know the type of person they are. Not saying they're
mm-hmm.
bad people, but bro, there is such only if you understand say, when you have sex with someone, and it's a reason why so much man feel like say crosses will never left them. If you fuck a
Yeah.
girl and you feel the energy is off, you're only screwing yourself.
Yes. Contrary to what you may or may believe, gentlemen, you know from before you even put your wood now a woman sometime. Say, boy, I don't feel a pussy I worth it, you know. Boy, I experience and I worth it, you know. You understand? No man will say, yo.
Some of you dumbasses still go through with it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
brother,
Mm-hmm.
you can say no, If she tell us say, yeah, one dog, you just tell her say, well, I just saw. You can say no. You can resist.
Well, I know. I know that.
Yo,
Pride. That's why. And believe me, gentlemen, pride is good. But pride have also, it's also a mortal sin. The seven deadly sins. Pride is also one of them. When you overinflate or you overdo it, it turns you into a creature of pride. You're a prideful beast. So you're not doing this just for the right. You're doing this, because of your pride. It affects your pride. It's a sin. It's one of the seven mortal sins. And big man, never you be too proud to take correction. All young men, take that in the first note. You are never too old to be corrected. When we say corrected people, I'm not talking say somebody else always are put in your place. Correction can mean you've been doing something wrong for years. You've been trying to get certain things functioning, and it hasn't been happening. It takes somebody or something come into your situation and change it for you. or put you on game, as Americans them say, put you on game. But we're such a prideful race. Remember when Derek Jackson, right? Even though it's not about him, this is not about him. I remember
Oh no,
when
it's not. It's not even that. It's just the irony of it all.
there's also a female YouTube content creator. She's a black woman that kind of wear blonde hair, and she was balanced at first, like Derek Jackson. Believe it or not, people, the biggest men haters now in black social media, they were all balanced at one point. Majority of them were all balanced at one point. And I'm being honest, they used to get peer breakdown on certain situations. Even I was like, yeah, I can see why. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see the point. I see her point. I could agree with some of them points. You feel me? But since that woman got asked Derek Jackson one time how him get him screen for split, she work with a few apps, but 100% understand. Can you give her some help? Woman said Derek Jackson respond and tell her saying he can't help her. And he say him have a problem. No, so every time black people are go somewhere, a black man always want come up on somebody else's hustle. Blah 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 blah. The woman say, I've been doing videos. I'm just asking you which app you use. I'm not asking you to tell me how to use it. And I make my own content too. The man went off like a big pussy bitch. And then finally hang up on no man. And I said like, man like him, the more thing that's gonna bust all in fucking face. Man like that, man, I swear to God, piss me off, fam.
Can't
Remember,
expect, can't expect, can't expect a bitch to do nothing more than be a bitch in a mobile venture. See,
do that.
see,
There's a big,
mobile in life. There is
there's a
a
big
level and ceiling. There is a level and ceiling for everybody. And just like my brethren say, sometimes back in a life, some people make forget chop. I lie the man tell. Some people
whatever.
will always be the sheep that you benefit from. It's sad. It's unfortunate, but
But it's
it's the
true
reality of
though.
life.
People, let this be a lesson to you. For all of them, all of you out there who have these destructive views when it comes towards money, try to understand this. You see, if you are emotionally or mentally mature, believe me, no matter amount of money you get, it will never corrupt you so easy. Because you know, say you are in control, not it is in control. You know, see a 2017 or 29, you see a 2017 and a 2023. You buy the 2017 because you in control. When the money in control, you buy the 2023 because you have got hype from people. That's when money in control of you. Yeah? When your decisions are calculated and they come from a place of efficiency, not a place of desire and want, from a place of need. That's when you can say money now affect you. But you say as soon as you get paid, you have to have Chanel, you have to buy this, you have to buy Versace, you have to buy a Air Force, you have to buy a bumbuckler chain. No, sway. It's quite the opposite. The money control you. And that people like that normally become slaves to blood clot money because they need immediate gratification. So if you fall in that category, check your fucking self. Like seriously. And I'm not saying, oh, we are trying to tell me say, but for us deal with the old clothes and so. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is instead of buy every week, you save, and then you just itemize the things and what you want. Have a figure how much money it gonna cost you, and you get it done. You go for that and that alone. And yo, people, I'm not saying you're not supposed to enjoy your life. Not saying that again. But so many people do not prioritize down the road, next week, next year. next 5 years from now. Most people don't even know don't even have a plan for this weekend, let alone next weekend.
And then if you have a plan for tonight, you put your next week, much as the next day.
True that. True that. And it breaks my heart, like I said before, people. Breaks my heart because I want to see black people shine. I'm pro black excellence. I love seeing black excellence, yo. Whether it's in our children, or whether it's in our business, whether it be in our culture, whether it be in our fashion sense. I'm unapologetically black. Try to understand that. There should be no shame in being black. See what that means, no shame in calling yourself Jamaican. I mean, no believe it or not, doctor, there's a lot of them fuckers up here who shame. Once them get citizenship and once them get green card, not class.
Yeah.
I
I really don't want to play devil's advocate. Like, a part of me understands why, but at the same time, them demonize Jamaica like say Jamaica has some pit of hell where everything goes to that. Like, fam,
Yep.
you would not catch me slipping to go live in a no Asian country where have rules against drinking, the food that me eat. Hell, I believe arranged marriages are one of the coldest things I've ever come across. Yo, I have seen some shit, Bradshaw. Let me tell you. Some of them arranged marriage, the man them what them people they married have them pick it up.
Yep.
And you thought the West had it bad? Trust me, y'all don't know shit. One of my closest friends is in an arranged marriage, and every day she cuss and not cuss like say yo, that's some minimal shit. She cuss because she want left and she can't left. That is the type of shit them people they go through. So
Yeah,
the next time one on up this up, things say yo, oh, they want Jamaica the worst, bitch. Be glad.
If I had the power, and doctor bring up a point of me know no most not gonna hate me for. But if I had the power, I would have changed the law. I would have changed the laws related to marriage. Believe me, you see this whole you can just leave because you don't feel like it no more. On a first law, them would have throw away. And again, you'd have to come good for divorce the person. Like, maybe give adultery.
I may give that. I agree with that full-heartedly because honestly,
hold on there. When I say prove it, people, I don't mean a text message. Man can write any fucking thing. I need legit like hotel receipt, video surveillance, and them have do the nasty. Fine, you prove your case by the court and by God's good graces, my dear. I wish you success in the near future. You on the other answer. You are hereby sentenced for mind this woman till she find her husband. And believe me, I still believe in alimony and child support and all of that shit. But try to understand these people. I believe it's given where it's due. So for example, if a woman want to leave her husband for no good fucking reason, if the husband can prove without a shadow of a doubt that this woman was being promiscuous, I'm not care nobody wants to say about oh you shouldn't judge a woman by when the judge make him. Oh yeah, me judge both on by a sexual past and the shit someone wanna do. You understand me? It does impact my ruling. Oh, believe me, people, if I was in power, y'all would love and hate me at the same fucking time. Just like Curly Lock said, when I eventually kill me, because certain fucker who couldn't get with no more. Believe me, me say I would have revolutionized the education system back. So when I done with the education system, everybody up to the age of Bumbuckler, 12, supposed to know at least half of the constitutional rights them. They're supposed to know the rest by the time I graduate high school. When I done with Jamaican people and Pitney, fail what? Fail to read what? You must a Bumbuckler, man. Understand this. Me say, When I done with Jamaica, I someone with a glad for call you home and hate me when you done with me. But me know say what? My sacrifice would not be in vain. That's the most important part of the whole conversation for everybody choosing to ignore. My sacrifice would not be in vain. People would actually pay attention when them talk. Education would be so forthcoming. Understand this. Wi-Fi would have some serious region lock. So now I done with a bomber clad for the one who thinks say, oh my God. I say certain things, certain content couldn't cover on the phone. Certain sites with a ban, block, can't be accessed in this region. Yeah, man, I do not like Netflix, man. Fuck with me. And I tell you, when I'm done with them, man, my population would have brilliant by the time me left. By the time if they not kill me. I say, when I done the work, Jamaica, say, nothing but love, my boy. Nothing but love. I
Yep.
tell you, people need to understand this. When I've learned to suck the sour grape at one point, I believe when Andrew Olin started off in Martin was actually going down that pipeline. But then after a while, he must realize and said this to himself, say, yo, long and short, it's better for us string along them people here and just take as much as we can get before them don't vote for the next election. You understand me? Our people election is, I think, what, next year or year after next.
Think I'm somewhere close to this year. I think.
Not this year, next year. Well, America won next year. So people like myself, right? Stop, stop, stop put the parliamentarian on a pedestal. Stop being ignorant of how the country works. Stop being fucking stupid as relates to your constitutional rights and the laws that you're supposed to fucking know. Stop being a burden upon your bumper class civilization. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying you're supposed to be like this, supposed to act like North Korea and shit. But maybe honest, be honest with you though. Be honest with you though.
Trust
The
me.
result, if it
Jamaican
gets
people,
the fucking
Jamaican
results,
people are ready for them. They're sitting there.
I think they need to be imposed to some of them sitting there. If you understand how spoiled enough of them really blood clot is. So much of them
Yep.
don't even know them well spoiled. Well spoiled.
Yep.
Oh, cabbage water and I'm not upon all the way some people behave nowadays. So man stay there. No, I swear. No. I'm stop care about people's feelings no more because even them don't give a fuck about them own feelings. But them want me to care. May that make sense? I take no pleasure. I take no pleasure in none of this. Like seriously. I listen to some of them podcasts back over. I'm like,
Yep.
wow, do I really sound like that?
I
Damn.
mean, to be honest, you sound like one of them old wizard monks, just laying at the dilapidated mountains, giving off wise advice. Full well says this asshole is not going to listen, but you still have faith in them. Because I've listened back some of I've listened back the first set of podcasts that we have. Let's pause.
Doctor.
Yep.
Sorry about that, madam. We get a phone call.
Yeah. Figure more or less.
So we are finally gone, sir, now. So, but yeah, seriously, the problem with masculinity in the West, again, people are looking at least 20 years, of re-educating men to not feel like a burden on society. You understand me? 20 years, at least 20 years. We're talking about social conditioning so thorough that we've literally blurred the lines of common sense. We're here willing to fight and tear down years of history to push ideologies that the people who instilled them did not believe them would have catch this good. You hear me say? The people who invent them fuckery did not believe the West would ever deteriorate this bomber cloud fast. And we proved them fucking wrong. This is not a I'm happy this is happening. This is not. It honestly depressing. But no, sir, you have, you have a whole generation or two of people that were subjected to us to pretty much a test. And it worked too well. Too well it worked. That even the feminists themselves apologizing now. Yeah?
Imagine
The more
the one faction you think would still be on that bullshit decides nope.
that even them can't keep up with the fuckery. And at them start it. Even them of your acknowledge say, yo, no feel no way. When we were saying down with the patriarchy, it was a certain specific type of man we that talk about. We never meant all men. But it was by the time that the waves them start climb up.
Ah,
Second wave,
they too
third
late
wave.
to start them create the monster. And now
Created
even them can't bomb back control it. So them have to
and
turn
again,
feet now.
and now it seep into culture, it seep into everyday life now, where woman a tell man say, oh, you have to be this tall. Like, what? Bitch, you're 5'2". The fuck? Even though I'm gonna trip over you. The fuck?
Me not tell lie, I've always found that shit so hilarious anytime I've heard any woman say it. Like just I hear them preferences for the type of man them want. Going damn well say yo, she not gonna even know what the hell for even do with him, even if she get him. It was
Thank,
just so hilarious to me at the time.
thank you.
Even now when we hear them talk about yo, them man have to have this and that. Me just comes half and remind some of them I say, yo, do you see the job that you work? Like, let's think of it this way. In the top echelon of women who are high class, you think you're one of them? You really think that? If you do, I really do feel for you. The delusion is strong with you. But okay, there's no way
I
I've been
mean,
doing this
try to
podcast for
understand.
almost. How long have we been doing this shit now? Almost a year, two?
20 to
No?
50 years. Doctor, doctor,
Yeah, Mr. Here.
you need to understand 20 to 50 years of programming. So when's their birthday? I shall come here 20 to 50. That's a long time, madam.
Yep.
I take a few people on social media. Go, oh my God, just do this and this and this and this, and your life will just change automatically. It don't work that way. It really doesn't. And I know. as it relates to the masculinity crisis we are going on in America right now and the West. Nobody can't tell me nothing. This is social programming. All of them show there, all of them
no, but she not, wait a minute. They should okay, undo hair, undo nails and something. She not must have to come see you.
Years and years.
She had there Panama City, she not must have to come to Florida. She not must have to come up here, so. Yeah, but she not must have to come up here. Eh? Yeah.
But yeah, doctor.
Then you ask me no easy now and then you are say.
Yep.
Well, Lincoln. No, but she gets an opportunity every time she go she get off.
And it's not like one time I say, all right, cool, we just do me for done. The system of guidance.
Everybody. Nah, that's affect one person.
But she can't do makeup when she can't do hair, so yeah, put a wig on something.
No, we're not uphill fight, just like that. On one hand, you have the people who want to tell the truth. But then, remember that conversation I tell you about, I bring back up the start about the morality problem.
Yep.
When you strip a society of morality, the man who's been stripped of morality because even you give him facts, it don't mean nothing to him. And now the morality hold the thing in check. Yep, that your morals would have make what the decision or the information provided either make sense to you or waste your breath. Let me say, uphill fight. Uphill fight. People look on it and laugh and say, oh, right now you don't realize morality. Morality switch and sway depending on how you look on things. If you don't side with the government, you burn them out. You side with the government, you understand. Tell a man say, I believe you will fall
one man, but
in the middle. I mean the sweet spot. The sweet spot at the middle. That's how you truly do your thing. You don't fully for either side. Try to always remain neutral, Rasta. I'm gonna say there's the whole die hard spirit about die hard this man that shit for dead. They are not this. Them die hard nonsense is why them get away with them foolishness for so much years. Oh, me a die hard JLP, that's why man not say nothing.
My son said I tell Kevin not go away. I mean,
tell him,
me not busy about that. I tell the girl to don't go back to Jamaica.
Change.
But she not to go back, but she have to come check me. She could have deal. She have to come check me.
Oh my God! Die hard. So me can oh, you mad? Me not go vote against. Me not go vote against my party. That bullshit. Me not vote against my party. My party don't say nothing. No make sense to me. But I still vote for them. Still I give them the power, and them still are screwing over. Believe in so what? Them affair eventually here. Crap naga.
And bring them inside and then go work. Push up hand in the sleep and
candy go fight, candy love stab up so she
candy go fight and then go get herself in a green and stuff. I mean I know why is it here one little boy thing? One giant and then the woman then
nobody can come in my house. Anybody come in my house run them out. Yeah, you man different class fish. That big and giant.
That makes my son say, Mommy, yes, stick to me Jamaican. They have no a problem.
Nobody can come in my room. Yeah, I find a little guy to come get one grind and go back home. Nobody not take my resident. I mean, anyway, nobody can see me in my house and them can't come sleep 2 nights.
Continue fighting the good fight.
Yeah, man. So I have to do bossy. I'm gonna tell him, let me say, this now go change overnight. And for all idiot them who love say, all of this what you do? Wait to go amount to nothing. I said, no.
I
No.
mean, multi-billionaire companies aren't built in a day, so I mean,
True.
take that with a grain of salt. This
True.
shit has been ingrained in society for years, decades, centuries. It'll take
Decades.
a
No,
while.
not centuries, decades. This is a social experiment that believe it or not, all of them think about trans this and trans that. All of this is new. None of this was ever relevant back in the day.
True.
This was a social experiment, people. I'm not somehow not vex with what I just said, but it's the truth. This was a social experiment. Them remove morality from. I must say to people, the biggest victory them ever get was removing God from the schools. The biggest victory, this where real society reach, was when they remove devotion, Bible verses, praying in classrooms, talking, singing about God. The whole of that is once that was taken out of classrooms and schools. It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time. To the point now. And again, I'm not trying to make this about, whoever and whatever, but let's be realistic here. Society did not crumble one time years before. No, society was good. People were nice to one another. People never have a fret about him or she or devil knows what. You understand me? We're not saying society will come back to that. No, I believe it was somewhat a bit too far gone if we go back to all of that. But at the same time, I believe society can be a bit better though. When I say that to be perfect, but it can be better. The second tired of hearing people are telling me bullshit on me is, oh, people are fighting me and people are this, yeah, man. People are fighting me, people bad mind me, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. So what you do to change your life? Well, the dirty fucker them a fight me, so you don't know. Man, just go and hold it out. Yeah, but what you else you do for yourself? Well, not going on to just there, man. Just a watch and see what. Just a watch and wait. All you do is a watch and wait. You complain every day, but you just a watch and wait. Make it make sense, somebody. Make it make sense. I know people not now going for them go market and come back with a bag of food. Hear me? Not now going for them. And then will a bus go downtown and come back with a crocus bag of full of ground provision food.
Never have no money. Come back with about 15 grand somehow.
You understand me?
There's a will, there's a way.
You understand?
See it there? I did say go home and I have no chance. I make no commission this month for myself. See? Because then I negatives. See there? Keep at it. Slap off 210 back.
Lovely.
2 or 3 10 between Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to take my vacation tomorrow. So hopefully by then I get 3 more 10 and put me right back a commission. Just have to keep my. See, if there's one thing in life, you know I'm not the whole. Believe, say, yo, God will solve all things. You have to just have some faith in yourself.
That too.
You have to just have faith in your own abilities. And if you have no faith in yourself, then what's the point?
And so some people will hear that and twist it and misinterpret a million different
Yes,
directions.
they will say, yo, boho, but yo, things not go my way. I mean, shit, things don't go everyone's way all the time. Sometimes you have a week where everything go wrong. Hell, you
Yes,
have a month where everything go wrong.
yes, you do everything right and
And everything still a
go
frig up.
wrong. Yo, you went
You follow the recipe where you get off of YouTube to cook the people them state and you burn up the whole pot. You find that you decide say you want to learn how to make shrimp salty or something and you freak it up. But guess what? In failure, you learn something. You learn. Hell, how many times have you failed in life? but yet still something good still came out of it. I didn't realize this lesson until later on. I used to see failure as one of the worst things.
Because we've been socialized to look upon the man who for help with as a nerd, waste man, everything that's negative in the book. We've been socialized to consider the man who, you know, I look forward as a clown. Yo, I'm a do some people don't like hear that, but so I go. I know a woman who had 2 sons, right? One went to Stats. That's the top technical school in Kingston.
Yep.
And the other one went to Yale Selassie. One got Stats and upturn big engineer. And one go Yale Selassie and upturn bad man. Guess which one of them the mother more proud of? And hint is not the one who go university and struggle throughout all them years there. And I am so proud of. And I was confused how that makes sense. Again, I understand that one, the two, but can I understand at the same time too? One of the engineering degree and a time for defend no argument and run go for him strap and them thing, them not time for that. One can run go to. One can always run go and grab him things and come defend it. So she praise the one who actually, yeah, sad but that's true.
Yep.
That in my place where I start pain and I come from. I see that with me one eye. And the son who go to college, him spending money upon her, change the house, clean up him do so much, build the fence and everything. And when she talk, she not talks about the one who change her life for the better, the right way. She not talk about him that way there. She praise the gunman over the next one. I'm confused even to this very day, Rasta. But yeah. Yeah, man, so love. You understand me? Me believe in education. Nothing wrong with being smart, Rasta. It change the way you look upon life, whether you believe it or not. Education does serve its fucking purpose. Yet though society has smeared it. Yo, you get it twisted enough. Why people have this notion say educated men can't, or presumably are soft, or pussy or some shit? Blood clot. Yo, me I tell about this, yo, it's the wickedest thing is to underestimate a man. Just because you don't hear my pussy, me murder your bum. That's the kind of year we say that shit don't be say me
Biggest,
as dark as
biggest
man I
lie,
go on. You don't know
biggest
what
lie
go through my
that's ever
bumbo
told
clot.
anybody.
You don't tell the world to me a pussy. Make that one that make sense. Oh
Biggest
my
lie ever told to anybody. I was
big
telling the
man.
world that smart man doesn't know his way to woo a woman.
Oh my God. People, let me tell you something. Contrary to what you may or may believe, there are nerds who know how to fuck. They have the gift of gab too. It's not just a pretty boy. But no man wanna cute. You want to see the blood clot girl with them man they pull up with. And I say him not cute. A brain box, but what? I have the gift of gab. Not every man I hear. Not all of them are idiot. I swear to God, ladies, I wish I was lying. There's a lot of nerds who actually know him way around a woman's body correctly, believe it or not. And every thug or bad man alone know for fuck. I'm saying, contrary to what you may or may not believe, bright boys have cocky too. I wouldn't know if to swing that motherfucker. I'm just saying. Me don't know why society smear we as the man to ignore, can't
First
take
of all,
why? Bumbo clad and then the man walk a box you down. Don't know your name. Fuck your friend. Fuck your mother. Fuck your sister them. You
according to a female I was having a conversation with.
Oh my God.
So I asked her, what is it about tattoos on men? and entices her to men who have a certain character. Now say, oh, them the man they done, so I not, you know. Because, you know, I have a few men who have them tattoos, or, you know, they are brilliant in their own right. But we just ask her, say, yo, what is it that entices you about these men? And she said, well, it's not her cup of tea, because she said most women do go to these men because them have a certain mystique about them. And I say, bitch, in my head, the first thing coming out of it, because I never say it all, I say, bitch, the nigga that is reading has more mystique than anything else. Because you don't know what that nigga is going to do. Hell,
True.
we can use my bridging. We can use my bridging as a perfect example. This man come and work every day. You know what this man eats for lunch? This man bring fry fish, lettuce, have that shit diced up, real nice. You can see say how he cut to perfection, Bradshaw. When I say perfection, means say how you can see which part the knife cut the blasted something them. You see
Wow,
me?
swear.
And the man, I don't think he eats rice much. The man is a noodles lover. Man, having ramen, have it with the food and just did it. And the man not drink no farmer buckled drinks. Man say, yo, if it not blended, you don't need it. Man have it blend up smoothie and everything. And the man eat him lunch. And the man, everybody just look upon this man. Look upon the man weird. I mean, just did the man just have mash up my little, my little simple fries. Just did it with the man. I mean, that's what I reason with the man. I'm gonna say, yo, you ever notice, say, yo, people ever just did they steer upon you? And the man say, I do. I'm gonna say, you ever just wonder why? The man say, no. I'm gonna say, you ever thought about it? The man say, I don't need to think about it because I know why. They look at me and they see an anomaly. They see someone who goes against the status quo. God, yo, did I forget to mention this man doesn't eat without a knife and fork? Man come in alone eat with knife and fork. And the man say, yo, as much as it might be strange and people might laugh after him, the man say it builds good etiquette to practice something over and over again. I'm not lie. I remember when I used to constantly eat with a knife and fork, and these days I just don't. I still know how to do it.
I can. Yeah, me too. I know how to. And I said I'm gonna lose it. I know how to do it still. It's just like you said.
That's not doing often. It just feels weird to do again. Like, you know, when you're in a group and your father or mother teach you to do it and you're just always there at dinner table and do it. No, just don't do it. But if I go into a dinner setting now, I can. I'm not handicapped. But him, I respect him for him choices, man, because the man believes in his own abilities, man. Yo, he's a brilliant youth.
I believe you.
Man is a brilliant youth. Yo, you have to see the girl with the man they with. Girl, you would have never believed, say, yo, this man would have managed to pull this girl. I'm look for him, and the man will come to me and the man say, yo, that not sure, but you know, she might be out of your league. I'm playfully slapping him in the head. The man say, yo, look, girl, stop talk foolishness on me, yes, man. Man up, stop foolishness. You never know what might happen. 2 weeks later, them that me say I laugh at lunchroom, I say, there you go. Ask her, Brian, what jar thing? She say, oh, the man just have a charm about him. And I say, see, Ross thing, woman did not talk about a week ago. And as soon as the man there with the girl, all of a sudden now this bag of attention from outside exterior creatures from the nether realm and Decepticons roll out and everything. But I say one time I get dark after run around girl and I say, look here, after must cry out so. All of a sudden no.
Yo, can I tell you? The day the termite them find out Andre married, bumbo, Lord. Big man.
Everything came running.
Fling itself for me if you move out of the way. Poof, poof, you want if me gay. But when me single, when me that try look, I'm tell you about the girl in the barber's story. When she there in the barber shop, oh, my fuck gunman. My fuck gunman for free. My fuck, I'm just like, yeah, but they laugh and she think, we take one fool herself. And to wait until she Friday night and she hungry. And see me turn up there way to get buy my food. You boy can beg your money for buy your food now. I lean forward and ask her at the time. Yeah, beg your fuck now. No, you boy, me can't do that. Me can't do that. No, you boy, me can't do that. Then I lean over back to her and say, but yet you fuck gunman for free, eh? You come and pressure me for my little 250. But gunman fuck you for free. But me, I beg you a one fuck, and you beg me my money. Me, I beg you a fuck, you don't want to give me. But what?
You know, I say I talk about that. I say I talk about it, I just remember something that just did piss me off earlier this month. So, you have this, you know, I actually want to ask some of the females that we have in the group and throughout the world this question. Why is it that when we're not going to a work environment that is social, we have men and women, and we have a so-called man a yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a tech set for a youth, but they're in a department, and yet still on not give them a no front.
No, because
hold on, Abacha. Not give him no front, you know. But yet still, birthday come around and everything come around, and we give you everything. I'm not lie, I blame the youth as well. Come talk to this brother more than once. I'm tell him man say yo, stop this 2 before plankton bitch. Cool? I try to control your life because she have a baby father.
idiot.
Right? She have a baby father, a yard.
That mind.
She not gear nothing. She not gear nothing. And you have girl in the department who want to give you sitting. And you fool over this girl for what? She don't look all that good. She's nothing. I'm gonna say brawl into her face too. Cause remember she tried to take me on. I thought about who is me. I'm gonna say, me? Well, I'm not the gold standard or anything, but hell, I know broke back bitches from my streets that I'd fuck over you. Same some say it in the department till my manager have to come and look around. And when you see me, the man say, I'm not get involved in that.
What else am I afraid of you?
Because me just not understand. Like it remind me I want one of our old podcasts and brother. Like you don't look that good. So what is this arrogance and ego where you are trying to portray, right?
Oh, should I say a channel in a Raja? Whoa, glad.
Yeah, because me try to understand where the ego and the arrogance are come from. Because yo, it now add up.
Yeah, you ain't that fine. I'm sorry, you really ain't. You aren't. What? Do you want me to lie to you? Okay, you're beautiful.
Right, what? You want to know what Dario been at this whole time over there? I think so. You're this man up on the road.
But yeah,
this nigga has been watching anime. I want to cuss, but at the same time, I understand. Anyways.
But yeah. Sir, like I said, back to the original conversation, and we may not stop till the shit is finally driven in and people finally start. I'm so sorry I was watching anime and playing video games simultaneously.
At this point, we are just completely
blame
oblivious.
Yourself. Stop. On a pause. All over before the final game. How many times? How many excuses? How many bullshit response you hear? And you're like, what the fuck do they think this shit is working on? So yes, Blame yourselves. Blame on yourselves first before you blame any bomber ass club body else. It's not the first time, nor the second, nor the third, nor the fourth, nor the fifth time they've done this shit. And there's no repercussions. There's nothing to put them in check. And we all just complain for 1 week, 2 weeks the most, and then we're gone right back to fucking square one. Again, this is not nothing new. Nothing new. I'm gonna see why the governor just make $34 million to sit down and do absolutely nothing. Get up, walk, salute a few people. 34 million. God damn. Yo, how do I sign up to be governor general next time?
Right about now, want that space in the parliament. They just want did it. But not even have an important position. They just want did it.
Sir, even the junior parliamentarian them who don't fucking do nothing, I make around $13 million now. Even the one them don't say shit. He's making $13 million a year now. Just to sit your cushy ass and be there. You're like a bomber clock glorified secretary, bitch. Pretty much. You're a glorified secretary. Fuck out. Breaks my heart though. But when my fellow Jamaicans have time, I wonder where Chelsea and
hold on. Junior parliamentarian making 13 million a year. That's 86,000 American dollars.
Junior, that's the junior one. The one them who do minister without portfolios, pretty much. $13 million. Just to sit in Congress.
86,000 job, that's 86,000 US. That's over 86,000 US. That's over 2 people's salaries for the year in the US.
And remember, people, we're not asking where this money is coming from. For all we know, it could be the drug money, what them did hide, but you know, we might never know.
Or it could be the body money from Canada too, but again, different conversation.
Yeah, we really don't want people go down the road there because it don't really matter where the money will come from, to be honest, in my opinion. The most important thing that comes from all of this is that Jamaican people have proven once again how much of a cocks we really are.
True.
What do we do with the prison money from the US?
Yes, sir.
What did we do with the prison money from the US?
I really don't know. And at this point, it really don't matter.
Well, I know whatever happened to the 100 million of Mike Henry T. He's still in Parliament, right? He's still getting paid, right? He's also getting that pay raise, right? The man that stole $100 million from taxpayers' dollars. Nothing to come out of that bomber clock. Nothing. And he's still in Parliament to this very day. Jamaican, grow the come on, Sway, stop. Seriously, stop. This is what I talk about. This lack of accountability where we the people don't want to embrace it. Yes, we are part of the fucking problem. We are a part of the problem. How many times do they have a gimmick sway? For what? Hey? When parliamentarians start write song and dub play, forget people will vote for them. And I'm like, where are the political issues? Where are the things you're supposed to be talking about that I can challenge you on? When you play, where you up drinking a chichi man bar. But when at them things say you start a political rally, but I'm like, I don't think this is really about the country's issues. I'm not feeling it. Am I wrong?
I mean, it's quite ironic that they play a song like that and still have Batman in the parliament, but you know, that's just me.
Yeah, you do know they're still complaining that young people are not voting, and the only young people who are voting are the ones that are just
at this point in time,
indoctrinated.
At this point in time,
the ones who are like really stupid and just simply get indoctrinated by their parents who just vote for the sake of voting. Let's vote because they're the one that's set to vote.
At this point in time,
try to understand something.
Yo, if Grim Reaper came up and said, Doc, I will take the souls of everyone you don't despise. I'm honest, the list will be too long. Because honest, what reason do young people in this country have to vote? Well, them part of the problem too. But again, they have never been
Things
given a reason to vote ever.
they're smart enough not to. As ignorant and as dumb as they are ignorant to certain things, are dumb to certain things in
Them
certain
dumb
ways.
to, them dumb to everything.
Not everything. One of the reasons why people say them dumb is they question things and they don't get answers, so them just have their own opinions and work with it.
No, I mean like that.
Religion
I
and
mean like.
politics are the two main things.
I mean like that. I
But
mean
they
like
all
that.
now go ahead, doctor.
No, man, I said, I mean like dumb shit like that. I mean like, brother, have you ever heard like we try to have one conversation with somebody that's younger than you in one sense, and they might try to pull like the facts from there so far up their ass. They just have a look upon them and say, yo, yeah, try too hard. Like you literally are trying too hard. Yeah, you're like living like
We live in
put
a
it
world
down
of
and left.
information, but nobody no do any research still.
Not even about research, like you not even understand what the fuck you regurgitate. The same shit
Here
when
you
Bradshaw
go.
kept on preaching.
Here you go.
Like at least try to use a dictionary when you're regurgitating that bullshit.
Here you go.
Use a
You know, one thing
thesaurus.
I really hate. Hold on. You know, one thing I really hate hearing regurgitated by women. Not to pick on women, but this is just something that really annoys me. When they, especially when they watch clips from the Fresh and Fit podcast, and women talking about they want a traditional relationship and a traditional man, and like saying dumb shit like if she and a man have to go 50-50, like the roommate, not her boyfriend or whatever.
Ladies and
Like,
gentlemen,
how
they
dumb
want
are you? Like,
sorry for cutting, Ari.
like there's so many ways to destroy the argument.
Yeah.
The thing is that they're so stupid they don't even know that. And one of the first things is this: the reason why feminism existed is to destroy traditionalism.
Yeah. That's the only reason why it
Like
was.
that's the first thing. And none of them want to be traditional women. And one of the things that I also realize when they talk about traditionalism, they talk about the quote unquote benefits. And it's like they watch shows, I think I said this before, they watch shows like Bridgerton and old time TV shows and movies, or TV shows and movies based on traditional base, like Bridgerton and so forth. And they quote all the benefits or the good stuff. But it's like they don't fully pay attention. And it's almost childish how they do it. How they just watch these shows and regurgitate these things. Because I'm like, I've watched Dragon Ball Z, I've watched Naruto, I play Street Fighters, watch Street Fighters. But I've never regurgitated the stuff I've seen on that. Even though some of it is like based on martial arts and realistic. I've never seen a boy, a teenager, or an adult male regurgitate the stuff that he's seeing and then as a child, as a teenager, as an adult.
Try to understand.
How is it that these women are claiming to be the superior species that they're so stupid? Because I'm never going to be in a fight and try to use a Hadouken. I'm not going to be in a fight or in an argument and try to hit it with a Rasengan or some nonsense. Yet still, you can be in an intellectual argument and regurgitate stuff about traditionalism. Like one of the things, I haven't said this to a female before, but one of the things I wanted to ask is this. Since you want to be traditional, I'm not even going to mention the part about you being a virgin before marriage. Let's eliminate that part alone. Did you know if you're going to be traditional, you cannot own a business? So all the money that you're talking about that you have that makes you more of a man than a man, or makes you this wonderful woman, you can no longer have that. If we switch back to a traditional society, the property, the house, the business, all everything that you have is now gone.
Everything to your husband is not gone. It's all her husband's now.
Hold on. No, it has to be her father's or her husband's.
Yeah, that makes sense. Becomes her husband's. The one
relinquish all of it because a woman is not allowed to own it.
Forfeit everything to him.
That's the first thing. Like, the next thing, this is something simple. Well, women must be seen and not heard. Can you shut the fuck up?
Blood clot, uphill.
No, that's a real thing. You must be seen and not heard, similar to a child.
Yeah.
How many of them can even shut the fuck up? And the worst part is, I'm not trying to be rude or petty. I'm genuinely asking.
Mm-hmm. Most of them can't guess.
I mean, either way, because it's coming from you, and they know that it's coming from you in a non-asshole way, they're going to take
No,
it.
that's the worst part. It's not coming from me. It's coming from them. They want traditionalism. That is
There you
traditional.
go. There you
You
go.
can't have authority over.
You know
You can go
what
to a
I
church
want.
now and go to a business anyway.
You know what
They
I want
can't
to
have
happen one
authority
day.
over any man.
And also, traditionally speaking, if for any reason there's an accident and a man is present, the men will ignore you and only listen to the man in the position. So no matter what happens, even if it's a boy, say him at 14, 15, the men would traditionally go to the boy because he represents the household at that point in time. You as a woman would shut the fuck up.
Yep.
You have to be like the only like adult there. Then time they then probably use you, but you are like the
No, hold on.
last.
Again, those are things that happens in season 2 of the Bridgertons. It showed how the father died and the eldest son became the man of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And again, these women, they watch these TV shows and see the benefits to the women, to the man of take care of them or whatever. But they ignore even those important facts. They don't even look at the historical accuracies of the show.
First of all,
It's like when you read the Bible and you pick and
I've
choose.
watched that show, but do they even see what those women have to do to get that kind of man anyway?
That's the no. Again, I'm not even talking about that part. If we talk about that, they themselves, women themselves who are on the internet, have already eliminated themselves as potential wives, even girlfriends. They wouldn't even be courted. Oh,
Instantly.
and next thing, hold on. The next thing that would probably grind some gears. You do know that it's not traditional to spend a lot of money on a woman that you're dating.
True.
It is frowned upon.
It's mainly
woman.
You're not supposed to
walk in the park.
So for argument's sake,
the money that you spend,
for argument's sake, if you go to Red Lobster and
no,
spend more than 50
money
US,
that you
that will be
spend
frowned upon.
on dating, first of all,
To be honest with you,
if a woman comes, this is for all of the men that I believe are somewhat growing into manhood. If a woman comes up to you, on the first date that you go and she asks you for, and if this is not your idea, she asks you for anything out of your financial range. She calls you cheap, that's a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I fail to see how me and you work the same place. But all of a sudden, no. If I get you finger food like shrimp and them, really. Make it make sense, brother.
It's
We're supposed
called
to have lobster sort of fucker for you for the first date. But we don't even know each other.
Again, I'm saying in modern times, if you go to Red Lobster, and I would estimate if you spend more than $50 to $100 on a girl for a single date, it's frowned upon.
But man,
you probably get blacklisted.
Brother,
you probably get blacklisted.
Have you seen, you ever seen none of them food,
Worse if she accept it.
You notice how you go to a restaurant, you get a big box of food and you're good to go. Better than place about little thing where you just sit with the gravy to the side of everything. And that costs you almost everything out of your pocket. That's a first date. For Uno. But man, I get, brother. First date, me come to me one girl, me tell her say, okay, me tell her say, yo, we're going down to the beach to look at the planes.
Going down.
Hey, tell her brother and say, if you don't like it, there's a bar.
Oh, hold on.
Here's some money. Buy something to drink.
Since we're on the topic of money, Another thing about traditionalism, when you get married to a woman, there has to be a dowry, dowry, meaning she literally has to be same besides herself.
Yes.
And the dowry is going towards adding to your wealth so you can maintain or improve the lifestyle that her father had given her. So if the father gave her peanut butter and jelly for dinner every night, you can you have the option to also give her peanut butter and jelly every night. If you give her more, that's a bonus.
There you go.
If you had no father, God go with you.
Damn.
That is also traditional. And these women just blurt it. And I'm like, again, I'm not going to I'm not going to walk out in real life. I never did this as a child, as a teenager, or as an adult. I'm not going to watch anime and try to blast someone with a Kamehameha. Yet you women hear this thing on the internet and you just come regurgitate it in real life and you don't even know what you're saying. Like, do you realize childish use? Unfortunately, they're too childish to know that they're childish.
Mm.
They're like a toddler who thinks he's ready to be an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's ready to be an adult.
If
And they
you say
walk
that,
around saying that women have sense.
say that out
That's a
loud, just
criteria to be a woman. You're not a woman, you're just a big girl. Yeah, I'm misogynistic, I know.
mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
they'll say I'm gay or
Yep. Yep.
what
Yep.
else them
Yep.
call Kevin Samuels gay or he hates women.
Who hurt you? Hmm? Who
It's
hurt
still
you?
I'm just repeating what you said.
Or the classic, oh, that means your dick is small.
And
Love that one.
hold on, I want to go a bit deeper with it. Because if we talk about traditionalism and feminism, we'll also have to look at race. The whole traditional thing is for white people. It ain't for us. It's not for blacks.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we can look at when I said this, from what we know of actual black history, if we look back at black women from Africa, they had more freedom, more privilege, more power, more authority than even the late Queen of England did before she died, or even if she lived for another 1,000 years. We can see this with how our queens, white women can't do that. With a white queen, or even with a white woman, a white noble woman, if your father dies and you don't have an uncle or a brother who can inherit stuff, you cannot own the land or the property. You can steward. The most you can do is steward over it until such time as you are married or you produce an heir, a male heir who can actually take it over. Our women can actually lead. Our women actually had authority and could rule. White women, even and again, because them watching Bridgerton and so forth, they can actually watch these and look at the historical accuracies and learn it. White women had to depend on the power of the men around them. Our woman actually had power, historically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
There's no divine feminine energy for white women, but there is one for black women. They have no true power. They have to depend on, and that's why you see the white women, even the spin-off series, Queen Charlotte. You can see how the king's mother had to use manipulation and so forth as her power to control, to work with or even control the men. That's how you see manipulation of men come into play. Because white women never had any real power or authority. They had to manipulate them around them. That to seduce and manipulate the men around them in order to use their power. And then you had to hope that it is for you to know. Again, that's another thing we have to look at when they come to us with this nonsense about traditionalism. It's not for black people. And that's why feminism was not for black people. There's no metric or statistic that states that what black women needed freedom from black men. We were not more manipulative, abusive, or oppressive to our women. We never were historically or even now. It's not a thing. It's never been a thing for black people. But I can say that white men were more oppressive and abusive towards the women. Otherwise, feminism would never have existed. Even if you look at
Yeah, I agree.
all the historical stuff for the US, when they talk about feminism, when they talk about women, and it always it burns me when I see black women talking about it, because it's like they never really read the history. I have base knowledge on this.
I met recently, I met a Jamaican big woman, right? Yeah, you
After
me?
feminism came into play,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you me?
women are now allowed to do that.
Yeah.
They're referring to white women because you got no privilege after feminism. You couldn't even vote. You got nothing after feminism. You were still a nigger. You were still a coon. You were still a monkey. You were still less than. Even when they wrote stuff, unless we use the word woman, them using you betcha?
Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, I met an old school Jamaican who migrated from up here from the 70s. So me and her a reason.
Betcha?
And Mr. said to me, my problem is not say black people, black American them and Jamaican them. We hold on to some old dark way of thinking that we believe the world is going to save us. Let's say racism is one part type, but it's not the main part. Anywho, the conversation kind of I mentioned slavery, the real part of slavery, and this is where the argument went sideways because I told her, I was watching CNN one night and Don Lemon purposely misquote something from a history book. He purposely twisted it in the middle of the thing, and then she's like, "Oh, what was it?" Let's say, I don't remember the exact words that he used, but I'm quite sure of what he said was actually incorrect. He's misleading people by what he was saying. And she's like, oh, I don't think, maybe you misunderstood. I said, no, I didn't misunderstand. I said, but Fox News. I said, yeah, Fox, crap. But my problem is that I used to believe CNN used to be a real news network. It's not anymore. You can't say that. I say, were you not watching the same pandemic as I was? Did you not see CNN tell people say you have to cut off people if them don't vote a certain way? If you don't take the joke, or if you know people who don't take the joke, you have to cut them off. Them is shit. Them is evil. And right now, across America and a few other countries, people are suing these companies and suing them government because they were made a video telling the people them it's their fault. Not the fact that they locked people in them house for days and people couldn't buy, tell out to drive. During the pandemic, during COVID, there were more lawmakers. More states started to use local laws to lock people up for trying to get food, for opening their businesses. And I said this to her, guess which states the one of the most harshest punishment them if you open your stores? Guess which part in most of the states and where the most problem of people that got jail and I lose them business license? Guess which part of states they are?
Democratic.
She draw blank because she know the answer. It says Democrats. The harshest and the most cruelest punishment. Remember, no, this is during the time when your business is closed. The people barely walk up and down. You're trying to make a buck. This is not business as usual. We all get that. But you are completely chopping off this person's hands and legs to make a point because you don't like the president. That is evil. And nobody can justify that fucker to me. You understand me? But pay attention to not what you say, but what you do. And that's the problem, like. You understand me? People are listening to what people say. I say, me watch what people do. I say, people, oh, me can't stand on Trump. I say, yeah, but yes, he made a stimulus check for one, but when Joe come in, he did the same thing because what? This is a major flex that no Republican in history has ever done. Because Republicans don't believe in that shit. That's a Democrat move because Trump is really a Democrat, believe it or not, people. Yes, Donald Trump is a Democrat. He's been a Democrat for decades. Yeah? He wasn't a Republican. You know, when he became a Republican, when the Democrat Party said they don't want him to run for president, that's the day, that's when he became a Republican. Donald Trump has been a starch Democrat for years. Donald Trump has believed in the LGBT from day one. He's been pro. It's not because, no, because he believes but if you have them freedom for them, and as long as it don't affect his money, he has no problem with it. Donald Trump has been that dude from day one. But the media would make him seem like him hates every last fucking one of them. And I'm like, whoa. And again, when people are going out of their way for assassinate people's character, you make me want to look more on why you're going this hard. This person. Yeah, Mr. Moore, I mean, I'm not trying to say that so priceless. They're so priceless because everybody have this. I'm supposed to think like every other Democrat. Like my brain doesn't work. Like and they believe that I swing for Republicans. I'm like, no, I know they're full of shit too. So why are you? I said no because you're supposed to follow. That's the whole point of politics. You're supposed to. The minister, American live TV, trying to justify the pay rise. Word salad I ever fucking hear. Nothing came out of what he said. This about as the Prime Minister sees that the benefits of it and the benefits that will allow them. And I'm like, you know, you haven't answered the question, right? You said a bunch of nothing. Literally a word salad, and I was enraged. And again, people, try to understand this. And I said this earlier before you weren't here, Dario. I said this and I'll repeat it again. Both sides of parliament voted for the pay increase. Both sides of parliament voted for the pay increase. Neither side was against the pay increase. These people do not fucking care about the Jamaican people. They really don't. And we say it already, and then prove it over and over again. But in the next few years, curry goat and white rice and pot and meat, everybody climb up on tree and truck and husband and fuck over people who don't fucking want or even acknowledge you right now. Them just look for them pocket right now. And when them compare every country in the Caribbean, Jamaica literally beats every one of them. All of them are overpaid them ministers them. Certain country are 3 million, some country are 4 million, 9 million. Jamaica alone, a parliamentarian without portfolio still in a parliament and it's 13 million. That thing there.
You know what I just realized? If Ruel Reid just waited a few more years, he wouldn't have needed to launder any money.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have to. He wouldn't have to.
He'd be getting more than what he stole, allegedly.
People, I would love one of the challenge and a member of parliament. Challenge them. Stop. Act like these people are gods. I only give them phone, only can take it back. Ask the hard fucking question them for one. Stop with this blood clot, friendly bomber clot politics. Everybody want everybody to like them and for this shit work. For one, try to understand that shit. It can't be about friendship. They are servants. Fuck, I need to get that shit in the bomber clot head. They are
But this is
civil
one of the
servants.
reasons why they don't invest in schools and they're not paying the teachers. They need people to keep stupid so that they can keep getting votes.
Of course. That's it. Believe it or fucking not. There's a reason why
They
them are
don't
fighting.
need a nation of thinkers, they need a nation of listeners.
People, try to understand this. History repeats itself in many different facets. There's a reason why the Jamaican culture is literally absorbed into America. The man needs on a stupid. They need on a stupid for start push this batty government and this batty and all the colors of the rainbow bomber rascal about. Believe me, this shit is coming. It is coming and it's gonna come in full fucking force in one shape or a fucking another. Let's stay there, sit back and make this shit with Jamaica. Yeah?
Yeah, cause we have gay rights advertisements that publicly air on TV now.
Let's stay there. My fellow Jamaicans and all the way across the world. The whole of we will sit back and laugh and When I go to a Jamaica in a few years where you never fucking believe I see him Jamaica. Yeah? When I stay there. Stay there bomba class find this that I'm hilarious God. You understand me? This is only a matter of time right now. This is a countdown. They know that the population is stupid. Why the fuck do you think Canada would dare try this? Jamaica for our country. Think how big a move and how big your balls have to be to believe you can pay the Jamaican government to make the people then bend the knee. Them collect Canada money, people. It means that it is coming. It's coming. Once bomber cloud to come. And again, this is not me hitting out or hitting for anything. I'm just talking from a cultural standpoint. You see how fool with the right kind of media coverage, all them that put in every show, and then eventually, mentally, bend the knee without even realize it. Just wait a few more years. Wait. After a while, you're going to tell them, hey, but you can't finish the fucking word and police are right behind you. Watch. That fuck is coming through. Right clear. Yeah? I'm a know it's on a wheel coming out of my mouth that way, right? One way or another, they're coming. They're coming for the island. So, all them, Jamaica will never bow to them things. Why do you think you apologize? Why the hell do you think Andrew always apologize? Boy, I apologize to the island. Come know exactly where I'm about to come. I apologize in advance. Come not about to get fucked. What? I apologize so much. I mean, on national TV. Because you know, it's a cry about for reach, you know. All God alone can save you. I honestly don't care. I don't care. When I said that, I don't fucking care. When you see, to the island, so, to be a new people. This is something hard. Funny. People, people, in a 1 month. In a shit in a 1 year, so people. Now, now we have a scamming problem. Now we have a problem. Now we are investing in our jobs now. Now we're gonna do that now. Now since everything hit the ship, put the fun and
Invest in
splash
what?
out. Yeah? No job
Invest in
start.
what? Invest in what?
Job creation. We're investing in.
They're investing in call centers. Stop it.
You understand me? So
Stop the fuck. Stop. Gotcha. Stop the fuck. They're investing in call centers, sir.
so you are gonna get up and busting for $7 grand a week, 14, and when you don't draw out your bus fare for the rest of the next 2 weeks and your lunch and your name say lunch, your groceries, your bills, etc. You're broke, literally. Hit your bum. $400,000 in a matter of months, or a matter of weeks, depending on how hard him a grind and know him craft. It's surprised so many idiot people in America. I'm sorry, that's on our way, but the truth. There's a lot of stupid people. When you hear the word first world people, it just sounds like everybody's so intelligent, though. Everybody's no. Some of them darker than Dominicans. Yeah, nothing in the way. Up here we're considered wild because we do reckless shit and we laugh about it. Like salad cake, remember that game there? Yeah, they don't like that shit up here. We play that. And them consider it crazy because we kick ourselves and a laugh. We swing kick and we a laugh. Then we like brutal shit. But try if you understand this, people. Try if you understand this. As I said earlier, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned this, Dario. A Russian scientist was talking about how propaganda, social ideology has corrupted society. The West so well that Nazi Germany scientists couldn't have predicted that the mass indoctrination would work so well within the span of 50 years. 50 years, and he said, if, one honor, and this is what he said himself, anywhere for change any society, it's going to take at least 20 years. At least 20 years just to get the people in the right frame of mind. to change. So for all of them jackass there and genius out there, we have nothing positive to say about the podcast society and whatever. Fuck you. Because we're actually doing the work. This is why you can't be broken by people who not a vision. In a few years, this information is going to be very, very valuable, people. So don't be surprised, you hear me? Don't be surprised. This information might be very valuable in a few decades. And for those younger generations who not an idea what I want, maybe by them time that we have big podcasts and we have big old man and all these things and whatever. But point me I try to make is this. Once the information is there to give, we should give it. This is our contribution. So whether it's a young person in person or a young person over social media, you are doing God's work. Don't do it arrogantly, just do it because you know it's something to uplift and to help. You're not doing this to flex that you're smarter than everybody else in the fucking room. That shit been played out now. Everybody's been a fucking wise guy. Everybody's been brilliant at least once or twice. I mean, I still have all the primary knowledge in my head. What a GSAT knowledge. Shit, I think I don't too much because GSAT, them reduce down the amount of things and when them question the kids, them dumb the exam down before them cancel it. Them dumb it down so much, I was shocked and realized this is what GSAT reached now. And me take GSAT here it came out. When me fear the endocrine system, skeletal system, muscular system, cardiovascular. This is the 6th grade, people. Me have to know the whole of them system there. The eyes, how the eye work, how the nose work, how the tongue, how where the taste buds on the tongue. All of this shit you had to know. You understand me? Understand there? Tell a man to destiny make me go KC, you know. Cause JC he'd actually plan to go. As a Bobby Nile, I didn't know. I know that it was supposed to be something C. So I said that the lady said, well, you mean KC or JC? And I drew a blank. I had no idea which one it was. I'm gonna say KC, and she's like, KC? I said, yeah. I put JC below that. Let me get over. This is something average round. This is some average meal of 90s. But it was high 80s. Overall, I'm getting 11 out of 12 for the communication test. So it was a no-brainer. Casey picked me, and I'm like, well, Casey, and I'm like, where the hell is this place? What the fuck is this? Why is there so much purple and white? Okay. I heard there's another campus. Okay, it must be on the other campus. When they finally see, I'm like, oh shit, I picked the wrong school. And I live to not regret it. Proud to call myself Fortis to the day I drop dead. I'm gonna know no other school. Rep them school like my own. Proud to become myself college. Nah, I'm gonna shame of that. Even at my lovely age. I'm 40 to the day I die, and I mean that. So again, destiny. I don't blame nobody. By the way, Dario.
Yep.
Your niece start learn victimhood. Me and her fight it out her.
Well,
Well, no. They ever tell you that there's a young man that accidentally, he bit her finger. But she put her finger in his mouth. And I'm like, well, honey, okay, I know he bit you and all, but you put your finger in his mouth. Why did you do that? She drew a blank. But all she
walk into fire and then complain it burns.
all she remembers is Giovanni bit me. That's she don't remember nothing after that or before that. She know nothing before that. All she does know was Giovanni bit me and my pinky. I'm like, but how do you put his finger in his mouth?
Manice, I don't want to sound harsh, but you're not white, yeah?
I keep telling her that too.
You're
I
not
keep
white. The whole victimhood thing,
oh,
the whole lack
you're
of accountability thing,
white
the whole
family.
manipulation thing, when I run
Mm-hmm.
them jokes, black over here. You take accountability. You're only a victim when you're actually a victim, not when you want to be.
And quite frankly, if she succeed or she fail, it's gonna be by her design, Rasta. Me no want here. But daddy, I didn't. No, I swear. No. Daddy facilitated whatever the fuck you wanted to do. You chose nothing or you chose whatever. Suck it up, regroup, let's start all over again. Yeah. I hate this quitter mindset and quit and move on. And believe it or not, the whole chichira spoke and move on mindset. Yeah, it trickles on into everything else. He doesn't like anime, dump him. The hell? You can dump a good dude doesn't kind of watch anime? You'd be surprised how many people we've turned. You know, the people who say, oh, I would never. Oh my God. Here's I'm like, what
Wait,
the?
can we not go down this road, please?
The fuck? Man, what the fuck you
Bro,
talking about, man?
bro, the amount of women that have turned into complete anime girls. I'm not gonna lie, it's refreshing for some. Part of me is pissed off
Otakus.
because I
Hold on, you're
remember,
right. You know, number of female otakus has risen over the
yeah, you know why I'm partially pissed off. These were the same.
Sure.
I don't want to. I don't want to call them that. These are the same women, right? Same females who caught a man watching them anime in a peace and quiet. Oh, what are you watching? That stuff is not real, and yet still, y'all
Hold on, no?
motherfuckers, y'all motherfuckers tried to make a gay fanfic between two 12-year-old kids. Yeah, I'm not gonna forget that shit. That shit is ingrained in my brain forever. I ain't gonna forget that shit. And I'm never gonna forgive the people who made it either.
Cool. Yeah, we with the Naruto and Sasuke.
No, it's not the Naruto one. Naruto, brother, the Naruto one was inevitable. After that fucking bullshit kiss that they did in part one, and everybody kept talking about, oh, they're gay, they're meant for each other. One time I felt tell my brother to go suck his mother. The man mother dead, you know. I have to tell him, man. Swear, that's how bad it get.
Yeah, man.
Cause me I say, bro, that shit was so painfully forced. It's such bullshit, right? But no, I thought about the My Hero Academia one with what them did make with Deco and Bakugo. I said, bro, I never see something that pissed me off so much in my life.
Over 12-year-old boys.
And then when men see some grown ass titties and some grown ass good looking anime women, how dare we, right? How dare we entice our fantasies? Fucking hypocrites.
Yes. 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 And by the way, pedophilia exists in both genders, ladies and gentlemen. Try if you understand this. So women, when you hear a girl that talk too much about a little boy, and oh my God, you notice that your age range now past 18. It's normally 18 and under. The kind of boy she like. Your friend is a pedophile.
And you know,
Men,
another thing that I like to point out a lot that I think the anime community likes to rub under the carpet.
no,
I can't
hear
be
me
the
as
only one extremely uncomfortable with the fact that half of these 1,000-year-old mages and all that. Why the fuck gonna keep on put them in a one little girl body? Like, what the fuck are you trying to tell us right now? Hmm? No, what are really are trying to tell us?
they suck dicks in hell. Anyways.
Good one, Rancha. Good one.
Yeah. Understand these people. I'm not say I know everything, but
No
men
enough.
men don't get up and start just making hit pieces about makeup. Men don't go to them way for sure the wizardry of how wicked you have to be to apply over 6, 7, 8 layers of makeup just to deceive a man for the night. That is wickedness. You're doing that under false pretense. Just like when you say a man play a girl. Oh, he's dirty for playing her, right? Right? Your friend knows say she don't want that man now, right? Right? Why never tell her to leave the man alone? No? Why not? You don't want somebody want your friend to leave him alone, though? No? You don't want him to take advantage of your friend? I don't think so. But why do you think him deserve to get that treatment there? Them things, yeah, them we are thinking, make if you ask certain people, them brain shut off. Break my heart to say this, but that whole recon that 2 decades, yeah. I don't know how them are do it, but it has to be done. 20 years, maybe I don't know, maybe yeah, sure, we might be big podcasters then, by one way or the other.
Not an easy life, but that's to do it, you know.
Yeah, man, my boy. But let me say, people, I don't understand how people do them things. They don't know how. I would never when they come towards, yeah, man, nothing but love for people in the rest. I'm a love woman, I'm gonna say sorry, I'm a love woman, and I mean, I want a son-in-law one day, so to some extent, no homo. Me have to love man too, no homo. I want a good son-in-law at some point in short time, and again, me have to help. Me have to put in my 2 cents to try to correct the fucked up society where them have now. Me have to have vet man like a me a bumbuckler look them, which is fucked up. Again, even me now this young man interested me. I feel him out and realize he's a crybaby look, she would have tear him to pieces. And I'm sorry, but knowing my one, once you realize that she can spin you upon her finger, yeah. When I feel, and yo, my daughter once she master because she understands a certain things and certain ways to certain things get certain reactions out of you. One evening, me and I go to the park and me I talk and I tell her the rules of engagement and me I hear okay, in a condescending tone. Swear, I was losing my shit. I was losing my shit. And I have to be like, honey, stop answering daddy like that. Yeah, you're rubbing daddy the wrong way. Okay. Oh my God, I was losing it. But she's not dumb. Not dumb. She's only 4. And she knows how to push buttons already. So yeah, God go with him. So yeah, I also have to contribute to the fixing of the nation, Black nation, not just Jamaica, the Black nation, the whole away, whole broken fucking lot of us. Every last one of we have problems and refuse to acknowledge. So yes, we are flawed fucking creatures like everybody else. But no. Me can't show that you're mad. After man no pussy, after man no girl. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. That makes sense somehow. That makes sense somehow to somebody I don't know. You rather stay broken than address the elephant in the room and stuff. And then you turn on and cross aside against the people of pussy and Ray. Oh, hate man, hate people and everything that you have to say is so hurtful and why it can't be nice. I say, well, society is not nice. That's why I can't be nice. Society isn't nice. Society don't care.
Being a slave to your own words, boy.
Oh. Yeah.
But you know, let us end on a note of positivity.
Yep.
Always love one another. Because hating gets real old real fast.
So that.
Do your extracurricular activities. Enjoy what you enjoy. Eat food, drink water, work out. Talk to people. Communicate effectively. And learn to be wrong. Because you can't be right all the time. Hell, even our creator at one point must have said that he did something wrong. He wasn't perfect, as some of us may lead to believe. But you know, despite this uphill and tedious battle, I do believe there is a light at the end of the tunnel, despite what most people might think. Some of you might laugh, but hey, it's a journey that we're willing to go on. And I do believe that we are coming up on some form of milestone for the channel as well. Let me just reiterate some of my facts here. So 8 videos off of number 100. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there.
Which 100 already?
Nope, we're at 92. The other two tomorrow go at 94, and this one will be 95. So almost to 100 videos for the channel.
Awesome.
If only you motherfuckers subscribe some more. What? In good faith, we will wait. We shall wait anyhow. I have patience. I have a lot of patience.
Of course, definitely.
And hey, for one thing, Manu, I love when it is people who despise the channel, just subscribe, and just comment, just tell us, yo, we are shit. Yo, that the algorithm goes crazy whenever you have people like that.
I'd really appreciate that.
Bring forth all your hate, your love, your hot takes, your wild takes.
Yo, as one of my favorite YouTubers, Sergeant Ducky says, stick it to me. Tell me how much you dislike. You stick me with that dislike, but that hurts my feeling. Yeah, can I have a mango pineapple smoothie, please? Yes.
Yes, gents.
Nah, I have a medium fry as well. Yeah, medium fry, yeah. Yes, it does.
I think we've covered quite a lot tonight. Appreciate Dario actually coming out of his nest to join us.
Put out a good, put out good effort. We can't have a complaint tonight. That really put out. What? Proud of him, man. Proud of him.
Yeah, man, if he named it. Which anime were you watching that got you so distracted, by the way?
Oh, me?
No, Dario may talk. If you was still awake at this point.
Wake up. A smoothie and a medium fry, right? Correct. All right, now to the 736. Good? Yeah, I'm good.
Dario gone. So, anyways, Rasha, I do believe. Much of some food, beard, and all that sleep. So, brother, Always.
After my box this, man, just do a couple push up, couple sit up, couple squats, and then yeah.
Naturally, you know, always keep the body energetic, you know.
All right. Mm-hmm.
But it's always my brother. Always a pleasure. You know,
Yeah, what's
salute.
wrong with my boy?
No respect for the guidance and advice as always. And people, remember, we are not here spreading no hate or misinformation. All we speak is facts, truth, and love. Sometimes we might get heated, but it's only because we care way too much. Trust me. So, then, big up on yourself, hit that like button, subscribe, comment in the group, you know, reach out to us. Because I promise you, three of us will have conversations at length with you. Trust me on that.
Mm-hmm.